robot every Bitcoin profit is still profitable. Trump denies drafting a letter to fire Powell, confirms that he spoke to Republicans about firing him. All of them agree should do it. Upset about Powell requesting $2.5 billion to renovate the Fed building. I mean, $2.5 billion of taxpayer money is a lot. But I think it's not the main reason why Trump... I got to check that out, but I think it's not the main reason why Trump is actually firing Jerome Powell.
Mr. President, Jerome Powell, do you have plans, or if you're back considering firing Jerome Powell, and what's your justification if you're thinking about this to do this?
Too late. He's always been too late, hence his nickname, Too Late. He should have cut interest rates a long time ago.
I think the cutting interest rates is what's gonna like really pump crypto. It's already pumping without them. Trump wants to take the extra step and be first in crypto everything. Just like the moon stuff. Like right now, China is taking easy on the crypto stuff. India as well is getting very against crypto. So if Trump is first and actually getting this bill approved, which is why he's pushing it, it's basically going to be the same thing as US being the first to land on the moon. It's literally not that much different from the first one in the Web3 space, the first one to create Google, Amazon, and then other countries following. They know the pattern. He's been in politics 50 years, 37 left to vote here for the crypto bill. And that is exactly what we are seeing, right? So Trump wants to fire Powell and put probably someone of his own to make a lot of money. For XRP, they literally profited 600 million from crypto already.
Europe has cut him 10 times in the short period of time, and we cut him none. The only time he cut him was just before the election to try and help Kamala or Biden, whoever the hell it was, because nobody really knew. Obviously, that didn't work, but he tried to cut him for the Democrats, Kamala. And how did that work out? You'll tell me. It didn't work out too well, did it? But he's I think he does a terrible job. He's costing us a lot of money, and we fight through it. It's almost...
I think the thing with Jerome Powell is he's taking like a very simple approach. Like he wants to be safe. He probably survived all the bear markets and is seeing what's happening with crypto, seeing how much money can evaporate fast. Yeah, the market's in pump, but he was there during 2008 stock market crash, and he saw the markets dump so fast. 28 people left to vote. It does seem like the motion to reconsider might be no. And there's still 4 people voting nay for some reason. We got to get into that.
The country's become so successful that it doesn't have a big impact, but it does hurt people wanting to get a mortgage. People want to buy a house. He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him. But
I think he also works on his own terms, not like with Trump. He wants to, do things his own way, which is not that bad.
They did. So, no, we're not planning on doing anything. We're very concerned. He's doing a little renovation for $2.5 billion of the Fed.
I'm not sure. I definitely know renovations are expensive, but they use this I think that was an excuse because they're doing like some coffee machines up there. And I think they were doing like a pool table, like swimming pool even. I'm not too sure if swimming pool, but like this lounge area, which is very expensive, and this decorative tiles. That's why that's like the excuse to fire him. But I think there's like a lot of other stuff that he doesn't like about him.
Inflation in history under Biden, and now we have almost no inflation. We've done a great job, and we should have the interest rates cut.
So you're saying the other day that Scott Bessent, you're so happy with him at Treasury that he's not your top option to replace Jerome Powell whenever that may be, whenever you decide.
I think he's never going to fire him directly because it's going to look bad. Like, he might be removed or quit itself. But effectively, same as being fired. 23 more votes.
What you want to do with him.
Scott's doing a very good job. I'm very happy with Scott.
Is Kevin Hassett on the top of your list?
Kevin's somebody would consider. Kevin is fantastic, too. We have a lot of good people for that job. It's not a tough job, to be honest. Assuming you're smart, it's not a tough job. If you're a dummy, then
literally you can see under investigation for fraud purposes.
It might be one of the easiest jobs I've ever
So
seen.
he might have to resign if he's under investigation. It's like probably a power move.
Zero in interest, when he talks about cost. we should be saving. Think of it, $1 trillion a year. Add that with the tariffs and everything else. But he just doesn't want. He's a knucklehead. But we'll see how that. We'll see how he's listening to this. That's a strange conversation. But
he can't legally fire Powell, but he can arrest him. Exactly. Or he can just say, you have to quit. You have to quit, or we're gonna like investigate you for all the 2 billion, 2.5. In Europe, there's a lot of scandals like that. I don't think personally, in my opinion, I didn't do any research on it, that Jerome Powell would take the money. But when you're under investigation, I don't know if you can still be like in the like as the chairman, right?
One good mind, it doesn't take 5,000 good minds. So they're expanding the Fed. It's the dumbest thing I've heard of. But you know, it's very autonomous.
Just to follow up on that, sir, are you completely ruling out the idea of firing Jerome Powell?
I don't rule out anything, but I think it's highly unlikely unless he has to leave for fraud. I mean, it's possible there's fraud involved with the $2.7 billion renovation. This is a renovation. How do you spend $2.7 billion?
I mean, like old buildings probably cost a lot of money. So I don't think 2 billion is that far off. But yeah, if you do a full renovation, like for generations to come, it's like that.
No, I talked about the concept of fire him. I said, what do you think? Almost every one of them said I should. But I'm more conservative than they are.
So he's still trying to be on the good side, basically. But yeah, it's Ethereum is breaking out from Bitcoin. ETH BTC chart is going up. And just as we get this vote passed, I gotta check these prices. Boop, 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 boop. What's happening with XRP? How is this affecting the price? Let's go to XRP live chart. Bybit. XRP USDT. Let's see here. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Look, XRP is not doing bad. Still at 299. Let's check 1 minute charts. It's literally reached $3 and someone sold. Reached $3, someone sold. Reached $3 again, someone sold. People can't decide if it's good or not. Or I mean whales. Whales probably are trading like crazy right now. Imagine how much money is turning in. Like this is gonna be I think it's gonna be a pretty big vote. Bam. Bitcoin and Ether breaking out. Come on, 20 people. Where are they taking like a break or something?